Good evening everybody. I am Dr. Satyanarayanan. Now I am going to give the overview about the reconciliation statement in financial and cost accounting. Reconciliation statement is the one of the simple chapter in cost accounting. Once we understand the concept, once we understand the technique for doing the problem, so it is nothing. It is very easy to carry forward. Now, meaning of reconciliation. Reconciliation means tallying the profits revealed by the cost and financial accounts. That is, it aims at finding out the reasons for disagreement of the two profits. So, reconciliation means actually, tallying the financial profit with the costing profit, tallying the costing profit with the financial profit. The main objective of preparation of the reconciliation statement is to find out the reasons for differences between the balance as per the cost accounts and balance as per the financial accounts. So that is profit as per the cost account and profit as per the financial account. So here, if the organization maintains single set of books of accounts, that is integrated sets of books of accounts, integrated sets of books in the sense both financial and costing books, that is, if the organization maintains on single basis, means reconciliation is not at all required, though majority of the organizations are maintaining different sets of books of accounts. So for financial accounts, separate books of accounts it is maintaining. For cost accounts, separate books of accounts it is maintaining. In such a case, reconciliation is very much needed. So because there is a variations of the profit existing between the financial accounts and cost account. So we have to know the reasons for variations of the profits between the financial and cost account. For that purpose, reconciliation is very much needed. So for that purpose only we are preparing the reconciliation statement. Fine. Now here, see, actually, why the reconciliation statement is necessary? For what reason we are preparing the reconciliation statement? This is the important 5-mark question. Now here, there are 5 points. So point number 1, numerical accuracy. See here, we have to tally the financial profit with the costing profit. We have to tally the costing profit with the financial profit and the vice versa. So then only there will be a arithmetical accuracy which is being maintained between both the sets of books of accounts. So that is what is called as numerical accuracy. Point number 2, comparability. Here, see, in financial accounting, certain expenses only will be recorded. So that we will be seeing in the next video. So in cost accounting, certain types of expenses only will be recorded. So and then when we come to the income, in financial accounts, certain types of incomes only will be recorded. In cost accounting, certain types of income only will be recorded. So in cost accounting, I can easily say that the less number of expenses only will be recorded in the cost accounting as compared to the financial accounting. In financial accounting, more number of expenses will be recorded. Here itself, there indicates the variations existing between the financial profit and the costing profit. And then, so that is what is called as comparability. Now we have to make the comparison and then we have to tally the financial profit with the cost profit and then we have to tally the cost profit with the financial profit. And then coordination and the cooperation. Here, see, finance department have been categorized into 2 sections. One is the financial, that is, one department will be maintaining the financial record, the other department will be maintaining the costing record. So here, there should be coordination and cooperation existing between the finance department and the finance section and the costing section. So that is very, very important. Finance manager should have to disclose the expenses and income with the costing manager. Costing manager also should have to disclose the expenses and the income with the finance manager. Both should have to try to tally the profit with each other in order to make it correct. Then only there will be accuracy. So if there is no coordination and cooperation existing between the financial section and the costing section, means then there won't be any numerical accuracy in this aspect. Then standardization. See, when we take stock valuation, see in financial accounting, closing stock is being valued at the cost or market price, whichever is lesser. Whereas in cost accounting, closing stock is being valued under different methods. Say for example, FIFO, first in first out method, LIFO, last in first out method, HIFO, highest in first out method, and then base stock method. Next, average stock method. So in cost accounting, closing stock is being valued under different methods, whereas in financial accounting, closing stock is being valued at cost or market price, whichever is lesser. You see, there itself the variations existing between both the financial profit and the costing profit in this aspect, right? So, and then the next one, depreciation. As far as depreciation is concerned, in financial accounting, depreciation depreciation is being provided under 4 different methods: straight line method, written down value method, annuity method, sinking fund method. Whereas in cost accounting, depreciation is being provided under only one method, that is machine hour rate method or production hour rate method. So in cost accounting, depreciation is being provided only on the basis of the machine hour rate or production hour rate method, but in financial accounting, different methods of depreciation is being provided. So there itself there indicates the variations of the profit between the costing records and the financial records. And then standardization, that is absorption of overhead. So actually here overheads, see when we speak about the overheads, commonly speaking, overheads is applicable only in cost accounting. It is not applicable in financial accounting. But overhead means what? Overhead means expenses. Sometimes in transaction, overhead incurred in financial accounting means it is being appeared in the financial accounting also. It depends upon the circumstances. See here, as far as overhead is concerned, so in final accounts we are preparing the trading and profit and loss account. So in trading account there are three types of overhead, as you know very well: factory overhead, and then administrative overhead, selling and distribution overhead. In financial accounting, debit side of the trading account, all the factory overheads will be recorded, and then in debit side of the profit and loss account, all the administrative overhead and all the selling and distribution overhead will be recorded at one go as far as financial accounting is concerned. Whereas in the case of cost accounting, see here, overheads, factory overhead is being charged on the basis of the direct wages, and then administrative overhead is being charged on the basis of the work cost, and then selling and distribution overhead is being charged on the basis of the either work cost or the cost of production. So on different basis the overhead is being provided in the cost accounting. So in such a case there exists the variation between the costing records and the financial records. After then, effective control and decision making. What management can do? See here, with the reconciliation statement, management can take proper decision by having the records which is being maintained by the costing section and the financial section. The two management by having the costing record, so it will be highly helpful for the management for making a decision for the development of the organization. That is what effective control and decision making. So why the reconciliation statement is necessary? Totally there are 5 points. Numerical accuracy, that is arithmetical accuracy of both sets of books of accounts should have to be ensured, and then comparability, common classifications of all the expenses and incomes makes the both sets of books of accounts comparable, coordination and cooperation, costing and financial sections of the accounts department, standardization, so stock valuation, depreciation and absorptions of overhead, effective control and decision making. These are all the 5 points of why the reconciliation statement is necessary. Okay, and then the next one here, actually in the next video we are going to see how to prepare the reconciliation statement. Thank you all.